Hi, I'm Karma. Welcome to my channel, Karma of Ominit. Today we're going to be doing another box unopening, and today we're actually going to be opening my very first box of Tamedwild. Now, Tamedwild, just so you know, I did get it on cratejoy.com, but you can also get it directly from their website, and I will leave those links in the description for you. Tamedwild box is a monthly delivery box of magic and earth medicine. Each box includes items from Earth's spirited and the lovers of all things magical and natural. Deliveries can include crystals, herbs, and teas, ritual tools, altar items, jewelry, essential oils, and other lifestyle pieces. Intention setting, lunar ritual available for each month. It includes 4 to 5 items and also has ½ ounce of artisan blend tea, which is perfect to give to yourself or a loved one. So the monthly charge for this box is $20 a month on Cratejoy, and you can buy 3 or 6 months at a time, but I wouldn't, because there's no advantage to it. So it doesn't matter whether you buy 3 months or 6 months, you still don't save any money on those subscriptions that I could see. So if you're not going to save any money, better to keep it on the monthly plan, and then if things get tight, you have the ability to stop it or pause it for a while if you need to. So it is $20 a month. There is $6 shipping, so this box ends up $26 a month. That is one of the cheapest boxes that there is out there, and from what I've seen from other unboxings, it looks like it's a good value. So my only hesitation for this box is I am not practicing witchcraft at this time. I definitely have been exposed to it in my younger years. I did practice for a little while. Still very called to earth magic type things, stones, herbs, those kinds of things that work along with my natural path, but I'm not actually celebrating, say, the pagan holidays and that kind of thing. So I wasn't quite sure how this was going to work out for me. However, I did want to give it a try for a few months and kind of see. So I'm going to approach this box maybe a little bit different. If you are a practicing witch, then you'll be able to use this box exactly as it talks about in the box. And nothing against that. Magic is wonderful. So here's the box when you open it up. The cards there. And this box, let's see when it arrived. This box I ordered probably earlier in July, and then I just received the box a few days ago. So I'm assuming that this is the July box. It gets a little bit confusing when you first order boxes because you don't know if they're sending you the current month and then you'll get the next month, or how that's quite working. I have seen some other box openings now that I look at this with these items, so I am assuming then that this is actually the June Tamedwild box. So inside, first you have a little card here. It's got information on the front and the back, and we'll look at that in just a second. There's another card with the history. This is, so hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. Lunasad is a first harvest celebration that they hold on the 1st of August. And so it looks like this is all going to revolve around that holiday. And you know, even if I don't specifically celebrate the holidays, I always really like learning about different cultures and religions and what they celebrate. I really like history. So I find this stuff fascinating, even if it's not something I'm going to practice. Looks like we have an altar cloth here. Nice. See if I can kind of get that in the picture there. There you go. So it's really pretty. It's kind of a green. It's really soft. So you could use this on your altar. I might use it also for a crystal grid that I do in the future. So that might be something really interesting to use it for. But it's a beautiful cloth no matter what you use it for. So that's beautiful. All right, let's see. And we have a little bag here, has the Tamedwild on it. And on the back it says Desert Rose and gives the description. Let's pull this out. Oh, it looks like there's more than one. Okay, so you can see here, see if I can get that close enough. It is 3 different desert roses. There's 2 smaller ones and then one this one's really pretty. Really pretty. But there is 3 of them there in the little baggie. Oops. Let me put those back in the baggie. I did start doing my boxing videos now. We'll see, I may go back where I'm just showing you what's in the box first. Because that way, if you just want a quick down and dirty what was in the box this month, you don't have to waste a whole lot of time with me reading everything to you. So I'll do part 1 where I show you everything in the box, and then we'll flip over to part 2 and I'll read the descriptions. Looks like there's a little plant sticker. Looks like some type of a honey stick. I assume this dropper is going to be used for, it looks like we probably got a tincture or something going on here. Pretty. So there's the calendula. And there's the picture on the back, or the clear on the back with them so that you can see. Then there's a box with a stopper. Or a bottle, not a box, a bottle with a stopper. So that's what's in the June Tamedwild box. If you'd like to stick around and learn a little bit more about them, I'll be reading some of the description card. If you're leaving us now, thanks for spending some time, and we hope to see you soon. So, now if we look at the items and the descriptions, it does say an offering for Lou, and goes through a description of the history of Lou and the offering that we're making, and then does give you a history of the first harvest and the story of Lou there as well. I'm not going to read all of that for those of you that celebrate that holiday. And even I, who don't celebrate the holiday, will take the time to read through it because, again, I really like learning. So this basically says that we're doing an offering for Lou. Let me grab my glasses here so I can see a little bit better. How much time do you give yourself to prepare for upcoming Sabbats? 1 day, a week, occasionally an entire moon cycle? For many of us in August 1st is probably no more than a distant notion in the back of our minds, but it's never too early to start planning for something special for the upcoming Sabbath. In this case, Lunasad, the arrival of the harvest season. And then it goes down and goes through and basically says, on a small piece of paper, write a sentence, a word, or a picture that embodies your intention. Next, pour the calendula blossoms in the jar. Drizzle the menstruum over the herbs until the jar is about 2/3 full. Make sure you leave room for the plant material to move around. By the menstruum, that you're talking about whatever you would use. Like most of us are going to use like Everclear or vodka, something with a high alcohol content to make this tincture. And I'm sure in the directions over here it will give us and tell us what to use. But knowing about tinctures and stuff. Screw the lid on tightly and head to your altar. If you're not ready to redecorate your altar for Lunasad, you can create another sacred space in an empty cabinet or on a shelf. Wrap the jar in a piece of dark fabric. Over the next 1 to 2 months, moon cycle or whatever time frame you've chosen for your elixir, shake the bottle daily. When you shake your jar, speak your intentions into the elixir. You'll need to dedicate each time of day to think about your desires and announce them. If you meditate, incorporate this elixir into those quiet moments of reflections. Spending just a couple minutes a day Meditating on your intention will dramatically influence the results. On August 1st, the completion date, unwrap the jar and strain the liquid using a clean bowl, using a cheesecloth or muslin bag as a strainer. Gently press on the outside of the strainer to get all the liquid out of the herbs. Squeeze the honey stick into the liquid and mix until completely dissolved. Using the enclosed pipette, transfer the liquid from the bowl into the apothecary jar. Your calendula elixir is complete. Before you try your creation, and so on and so forth. Take 10 drops daily under your tongue or in a cup of tea whenever you wish to unite with Lu, or the spirit of harvest time. Okay, so it is an elixir kit. The kit includes the tools you need to make a calendula elixir for Lunasad. Prepare this elixir at least 1 month or moon cycle prior to August 1st so that it will be ready for the Sabbath. This kit does not include the menstruum or liquid for fermenting. Common options are 80 proof vodka, brandy, or other preferred liquor. Non-alcoholic options are raw apple cider vinegar or vegetable glycerin. You will also need something to strain the herbs in the cheesecloth. So, and we already kind of went through everything. I'm going to mention just a couple of things again. So the beautiful calendula here. During the summer months, we decorate our altar with these wildflowers. They're some of the most beloved flowers within the daisy family. Historically, they were arranged throughout the house as an offering to solar deities or placed on graves of deceased loved ones to illuminate the path to the afterlife. There's obviously a lot of good medicinal value with calendula as well. So we can look at some of those, and if I didn't want to use this as a spiritual tincture during the Sabbath, I could use that as a tincture for the medicinal values of calendula. It says the desert rose, since desert rose is a form of selenite. So here's the selenite, and the selenite is the same as the desert rose. They both actually break down into gypsum and make white sands, like in White Sands, New Mexico. But it says with the desert rose, let me get my glasses back on, sorry. Since desert rose is a form of selenite, it should come as no surprise that it strengthens our inner knowing and acts as a guide when navigating tricky situations. It reinforces our commitment to the goals we set for ourselves and generates a level of focus that produces the best possible outcome. For this ritual, surround the calendula elixir with these crystals to raise its frequency. Keep them in place for the duration of the fermentation process. So, whether I'm going to use this as a tincture and elixir for the health benefits of calendula, or whether I'm going to use it and set my intention every day this month for the Sabbath coming up on August 1st for the harvest, then this is a great box. Great ideas in it, great products in it, and I look forward to their next month's box. Please subscribe, join us back again. We do have other boxes that we open. There's a list in our channel description page of the boxes that we're currently unopening, and then we also make videos using some of the items from those boxes each month to do things like crystal grids, talk about an herb, talk about a crystal, or do meditations. So please join us again soon and have a blessed day.